Just try that again. There we go.
Okay.
There, it's working now.
Okay.
Yeah, Audition was messing with your audio input or the left. It was trying to override it.
Stupid Adobe.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're live right now.
Yeah, I know. I had some technical difficulties, so apologies. Can everybody hear? Yes, everybody can hear now. I checked everything except the audio. Otherwise, I did this awesome intro that you guys did not hear. So, like I was saying before I was so rudely thwarted by my technology, Adobe, welcome. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm taking requests, but I'm first finishing up 3 tip requests I didn't get to in the previous stream. And yes, tips, prioritize requests. I make no promises, because I physically can't do all the requests that come in. But if you want to have a request, the audio is a bit off. The audio is a bit off. Is it too loud or too... Maybe turn that down a little bit. Is that better? Checking 1, 2, 3. I'll do a polka, you do a polka, and can everybody hear me? Okay. Crispy Toast is now following. Thank you, Crispy Toast. And much better. Okay, good. Sorry. I always feel like I've got everything under control, but I never do. But also want to remind everyone, if you were here last week, I'm doing a moratorium on OCs because I'm trying to fill out my fan art request book. I'm going to put all of this stuff together to make a book, and the OCs are not something I can put in a fan art book. Even though you guys throw some really cool designs at me, but right now I'd like to stick to stuff that will be a lot of fun to look at in a fan art book. So, Andrego says, can't make promises, she says. Bummer. Well, I mean, I can make promises, but I'll just break them, and then I'll feel bad. So I can make promises and feel bad, and you feel bad, or I can not make promises. So I guess it's your choice. So, and yes, wait, did I put the reference leak in my form? Can you resubmit? Yeah, you can submit a form again. That's fine. And Jess said, what if you did a whole book of just OCs? Like, I don't know, maybe that's going to be the sequel. Requesting Pepper Ann's friends this time. Okay, well, that'll fill out the Pepper Ann page pretty nicely. So I'm going to start my Instagram, checking the connection. I'm sure you'll find the connection is adequate. Thank you, Instagram. I appreciate this. So I've got this Fatso the Clown was an OC that I got a request for last time. So let's see if I can get this guy. Get some shapes down. So I was just playing at a party today that had water balloons, and I've not played with water balloons in so long, and oh my god, they are so fun. They are super duper fun. So I need to get, but they're not fun to clean up afterwards. So somebody told me about these reusable water balloons, which boggles my mind. And I'm wondering, and I looked them up, and I'm not entirely sure if they'd be as fun as the original deal. Has anybody used the reusable water balloons before? Do they give that same satisfying splash? Okay. And so I brought up water balloons because I kind of want to give this clown a water balloon shape. Oh, we've got a lot of people. Oh. Oh, more Disney ducks. Thanks ever so. I do love a good Disney duck, but they are a challenge for me. And I would say it's because I draw them all like Daffy, but Daffy is also a challenge for me. Like they end up definitely looking more Warner Brothers-y than Disney. It's all in like the wider face and bill, I think. He's wearing a coffee filter around his neck. We can give him little dot eyes, because that makes him less terrifying. Makes him look a little more innocent. A little more old-timesy. Oh, I also want to mention something. I want to give a shout out to an artist I admire very much, Dave Alvarez. If you don't follow him, you absolutely should. He draws like, and I mean this in the best way possible. He draws like an old guy, like super classic old, seen it all, designed it all, been there, done that guy. When he's not old. And he's doing a class in July on how to draw with personality. And I have secured my spot, so I feel safe in now spreading the word about his class. Because I want him to do more classes, because I think the world... If the world drew more like Dave Alvarez, then there'd be no war. Everyone would just be spending all their time watching cartoons. He doesn't claim that, though. That's just me trying to sell it. I don't know. I've never been good at selling stuff. But I'm going to see if I can find a link and post that in there, in the chat for people who want to investigate further. Did you see the new VB movie trailers? The new VB. The new VB. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. What is VB? And Matthew said, interviewed him once for the Disney fan site I work for. He did a Spider-Gwen Scrooge McDuck commission from years ago. Really nice guy. Yeah, he does seem like a really nice guy. Retro style on Fatso works like a charm. Well, I'm glad you like. Oh, and Mike Chicago says, have I ever considered making an Etsy? As much as I like your page, the prices just for shipping and taxes is a bit much. Would it be better on Etsy? And plus, I'd have to make this stuff myself. I'm not prepared to start stocking t-shirts. No, I only do print on demand. I'm not like a proper store. I don't want to keep inventory. I mean, not at this stage. I'm just gonna draw 3 balloons. What are balloons shaped like? Teardrops. Not like avocados. Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna do a super cheat, and rotate the heck out of this. Okay, so I think I've got something going for Fatso that is working. And, oh, I haven't welcomed everybody yet. Oh, VB Venture Brothers. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Venture Brothers. It's one of the last properties that I haven't completely lost all faith in. And Dave Alvarez worked on the new Space Jam, right? Oh, yeah, he did some designs for it. And I don't think Joe knows me all that much, but I'm also a friend of Plush Blues. Well, any friend of Plush Blue is a friend of mine, DMB Network. And Fatso is inspired by some characters from Looney Tunes, like Baby Bear from the Three Bears and Muggsy. Oh boy, the Three Bears are so funny and so disturbing if you think about it too much. Yeah. Do I remember Cat Scratch? That sounds really familiar, but it's not jumping to my recollection all that quickly. Okay, so we've got a Jeanette in her workout gear, and she's supposed to be flexing. I seem to have stumbled upon a ragtime channel. Okay, her biceps have biceps. Oh, thank you, is it Webier? Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day too. Okay, so I know. Oh, who's? Let me remind myself whose request was this? Let's go back to my DMs. Ah, Papa Jetsy. I was looking forward to this. And I'm finally doing it, so I hope Papa Jetsy is here. Are you here, Papa Jetsy? And Jaws Lover said, just sent you an Animaniacs themed request. Well, thank you much. And Haley Bird, oh, Wise Joe, as a fellow SCAD alumni, any advice for a fresh in the biz animator? Well, yes, and all the general stuff. Have you seen my video, How to Make It in Animation? Because whenever somebody asks me for advice, I say, well, here's the normal advice I've given over the years, and if you have any further questions, I'm happy to answer that. And DMB Network says, you can call me Danny. I will, I'll try to remember. I will remember. And I was right, Webier. Okay. And Barry said, love that video. Well, thank you. At some point, I'm going to use you guys as a test class for my presentation lecture on how to make it in animation. Because I've given a few of these talks to various classes over the years, and I just get so flippin' nervous that I just sort of speed through it, and I need to get better at it, and I need some practice. Oh, thank you, Saint Fazuto. Hi to you as well. You know, I wonder if I should start looking, finish up this sketch, and start looking at... Should I start looking at the requests? Because I get a little nervous when I keep the form open for too long. Because, you know, I hate to disappoint. I really do. And if I let it get too long, then there's more people submitting requests that I can't get to, and... It's just a whole thing. Okay, so... This looks a little weird. These arms just don't seem to connect. I'm not connecting with these arms. Oh, this circus music is making me so anxious. I want the ragtime back. Oh God, please don't be circus music anymore. Okay, that seems more mellow. What? Okay, yeah, there would have to be a shoulder and a bicep. These biceps are not matching. I'm just gonna lower this because it looks weird for the bicep to be as tall as the arm. I'm gonna make this a steeper peak to make it look bulgier. Okay.
I love your work ever since I watched Monkey Rag.
Oh.
I was wondering if you could draw a character of mine.
Oh, well, maybe I should just thank you very much for the kind words and for the tip, but I'm trying to do not OCs because I'm working for getting enough material for a fan art book that I'd like to publish at some future date. And the OCs, I'm just getting so many OCs that I just have to put a moratorium on that. Yeah, let me think of it. Let me see what I got going on today. Let's see. Razzle Dazzle says, weekends have been good, mostly rewatching Unicorn Warriors Eternal. Yeah, I'm enjoying that show too. I kind of feel like it works better as a fantasy show than as a steampunk show. Like the last episode I really liked. Okay, I am turning off the responses because I've got 30 and I start getting anxiety at 20. So let's see what we've got going on. Oh, that sounds like somebody cheered at me, but I don't remember. Responses. I seem to have been... Aha, there we go. It was frozen a little bit. Keep navigating away from this thing. Okay, I've got 10 tipped responses. That's a lot to get through. Dr. Seal. let's see if I can get this. Okay. That's Dr. Seal. Okay. Let's see what else I got going on. This are not characters I'm particularly familiar with. I might have to come up with another system because this is more than I can do in one evening. Okay. Always rely on a good old Pepper Ann. Okay, which friend? Oh, okay. I remember those friends. Milo and what are their names? Nikki and Milo.
Still got 10 more.
Number 19. That is one I'm not sure about. Marvin the Martian. That one should be easy. And I'm not helping myself. I just keep... How can I be all thumbs on the computer?
There's 2.
Oh, with a model sheet yet. Nice reference. That is great. Model sheets are always preferable. Let's see, one more. Darkwing Duck. Okay. This is quite a bit for me to go on for now. Excuse me as I do my little organizational thingy. I'm sure that this is thrilling for you to be witnessing. And Marvin the Martian. I don't think I've gotten a request for Marvin yet. Okay, so let's get to... Also, I had one more from last week that I didn't get to. So let's go do Marvin. And I haven't really looked at the chat lately. Let's see what's going on. Marvin, yes. I agree with you, Snubmoth. Fun design. And Matthew says, would my request of Nikki and Milo count as a Pepper Ann request? It's Pepper Ann adjacent, for sure. Okay. Any plans to see that Spider-Man movie? Yeah. Wait, what Spider-Man? You mean the Spider-Verse movie? Then yes. Well, you know what? In general, the Spider-Mans, the Spider members of the Spider family of the Spider people, it's been entertaining stuff. I can't think of the last spider thing. I can't think of the last Spider thing that wasn't entertaining in some respect. Like even the Andrew Garfield movies were, I wouldn't say bad, but not as engaging as they could have been. But I really, really liked the stunt work in those movies. They had real web slinging going on, and it was really fun to watch. So, yeah. Sometimes I just enjoy pure entertainment. Something that I can engage with emotionally engage with to a certain degree. I don't like just complete digital fudgery like Transformers. I was with the Transformers for like the first 20 minutes of the first movie, and then I just could not. I couldn't understand what was on the screen. Okay. But I hear Spider-Verse is getting great reviews. And I hear it's even more seizure-inducing than the first. I hope not, though, because that was one thing I didn't really like about the first movie. Like, a little bit of seizure is okay, but by the end of the film, I was like, everything hurts. My whole everything hurts. And it's funny do those movies come with a warning for people who are susceptible to seizures, people who are epileptic? Because I remember they had something like that in the Incredibles sequel, which that sequence didn't last that long even. So I'm wondering like how those kinds of warnings work. This is not the most dynamic pose, so I'm worried about being on model. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like his eyes. These are just very satisfying cartoon eyes. Matthew Power says, "There's no other Spider-Man movie coming out. I got bad news for you." Well, there will always be a Spider-Man movie coming out. There's always somebody always has a copyright film rights that they want to extend. But you know, it's funny. What Spider-Man movie has been a movie just about Spider-Man Spider-Manning? Just seeing Spider-Man do his spider thing. Or any superhero movie for that matter. Maybe the original Tim Burton Batmans? And oh, Matthew says I meant the bad news was it was epileptic. Well, maybe I'll probably watch it on the small screen. It'll probably be easier to handle that way. I think I did see the original in the theater, and I was kind of overwhelmed by it. Okay.
I just like it when I'm waiting for somebody.
Okay, I think I'm getting a handle on a pose that I like for Marvin here. Maybe I should have drawn out his helmet first. On this brush thing on the back of his head. Oh, it's such a geometric shape. It's got so much structure. I can't cheat. Oh.
Yeah, the area is big and it's got like 5 to 6 per group. It's really nice.
Okay, let's see. Speaking of geometric shapes, I hate drawing guns. Like, I hate guns. Not for any political reason, but because they're hard to draw. Someday I'm gonna go to like an anti-gun rally and be like, they're too hard to draw. Make them boxier, like Marvin's gun. Now this is a gun I could get behind. It is all squares. Just draw an L shape with a trigger.
Yeah.
I should be able to figure it out by now. But it just always looks wrong. It just looks wrong. I think it's just... No. Oh, you know what? I should do something with Marvin and the Martian Manhunter. I'm sure somebody's already done that. I should have drawn Marvin as the Martian Manhunter. Has somebody done... I bet somebody's done this. Somebody do a quick Google Sherp. Somebody be my Google Sherpa and let me know. Marvin the Martian Manhunter. Yeah, it's too obvious. Somebody's already done it. Whoa, what is this hand? What is this hand? No, I want to erase this hand from the existence of reality. No, they did a crossover with both Marvin and Manhunter. You know what? I'm just gonna hide his hand altogether. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm clever like that. Look at this. Is it too obvious I'm trying to hide my shame? Sometimes I feel like I'm being haunted by the ghost of Milk Hall. It just says, I will never leave I will eternally shame you for your awful hands. Okay. I'll be like, oh, there's worse hands than mine in the world. And he was like, that may be, but it's still no excuse for you to be so sloppy. Do the work, Milk Call would say. Or he would just not notice me at all because he doesn't know me from Adam. But anyway, that's my own nightmare fantasy scenario. Okay. This doesn't seem... Alright, boys and girls, let's draw through. His other shoulder would be back here. So how much... Yeah, that's about how much would be showing through. Okay, so I've got a Marvin the Martian here. I'm trying to draw something a little dynamic. It's not entirely working, but... But you know what? Let's move on. I've got a lot to do tonight. So we've got Fatso, Dr. Livesey. This was a fun request from before. Oh, did somebody cheer? There we go. Now we can see the cheers. I turned the alert box on. You can see me sinking slower and slower out of frame as the more shamed I am of my terrible drawings. Don't notice me. Okay, it's really hard to draw that way. I'm coming back. This music is a jam, you could say. A space jam. Careful, Marvin could be watching you, and if you get proportions wrong, he might blow up the Earth. My favorite of the crossovers was Elmer Fudd chasing Batman due to a misunderstanding, and all the Looney Tunes characters were depicted as human gangsters. Oh, I think I remember. That was a comic. Or did they animate that? Yep, it's Dr. Livesey. This horrifying design. Let's see if I can bring this down to basic shapes. Oh, leave it to Russian animation to scar you forever. Oh, excuse me, Ukrainian animation. Don't want to get that wrong. Or was it? I don't know. Just that nose, you guys. Those eyes. He doesn't have man calves to speak of. But he does have gigantic gloved hands. And I'm avoiding that face. All right. Here's how about this Instagram? I'm so sorry, Instagram. I keep not letting you see what I'm doing here. Okay. Oh, who was it who asked me about career advice? I didn't see the response. Did you see that video before? Should I post the link? I can't. Help me out if if I've missed that, because I don't want to let that one slip by, because I think career advice is very important, and if you went to SCAD, they don't, at least when I went there, they don't give you very good advice. Or any advice. Okay, does that point towards? No, it points away. Thank goodness. Okay, I'll finish that out. I don't like this nose, so I'm going to do something different. I just don't like how it has the little at the end. And boy, I hate cleft chins like this. But I guess that's a distinguishing feature of this guy.
Actually, one of the things I talk about on the moon, making a moon base is actually part of the one thing that director really tried to figure out is
And he's got these rolls in his wig.
enough shield to stop almost all cosmic rays. So, like,
Yeah, does anyone think if Treasure Planet had Dr. Doppler be more like this Dr. Livesey, if it would have been a more successful film?
yeah, there's a guess idea that you would be trying to find water on Mars in order to actually make
Because I kept trying to figure out, like, who is Dr. Doppler supposed to... Is he supposed to be
enough water there so that shield.
Dr. Livesey? Okay. It's still a movie that I wish had done better. I think it has a lot to commend it.
Why did all the fires all start at the exact same time?
Alright. I think I'm getting closer to a decent sketch of this guy. Why do I want to give him a tail? I just want to give him a tail for some reason. That makes no sense. He's not an animal. Maybe it's what gives him his swagger. Secret knowledge of a secret tail.
Oh, 96.
And Matthew said, the animation course I took years ago closed down due to lack of attendance. Our classroom had a signed cell of Daffy Duck by Chuck Jones with a message from when the college course opened. Oh, so Chuck Jones wrote a message specifically for that college course? Like, what college was that? That's cool.
Nicely done, nicely done.
I still remember when Chuck Jones died, I was devastated. I was like, I didn't get to meet him. Who died first? Friz Freleng? Yeah, Friz Freleng died first. He died in the 80s, I think. I was sad to hear that. But Chuck Jones was still kicking for a while. Up until it was the 90s. Somebody be my Google secretary and find out these things while I draw. When did Chuck Jones sadly pass away? College Boreal, a French college in Ontario. Opened in 1995. Oh. Friz passed away in 95. Oh, okay. But they died within a few years of each other? And Chuck Jones actually did the opening for Gremlins 2. Oh, I've not seen that. I should see that. He died in 2002. Really? Oh, I could have sworn it was the 90s. Wow. And the animation of the cartoon featured in Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that in the theater and be like, that's Chuck Jones right there. That's some Chuck Jones goodness. Right, yeah. But why are they dubbing a cartoon that's already been animated? Is it foreign? Is that the premise here? Oh, thank goodness these songs stop right when I start to notice how much I don't like them. I'm gonna give him 2 buttons because... Gonna give him kind of tiny arms. To contrast with the frippery. Well, that is a terrible hand. That is definitely not a milk call hand. I'm gonna be haunted by this. I don't know if this character deserves any better. Like, ugh. I mean, I love me some good, weird Eastern European animation, but sometimes it can just be a little incredibly too ugly. Okay, and it's already 11, and I have not even come around. Does he have eyebrows? Sort of. And, ugh, I just hate these pockmarks. I like them not. I do not like them, Sam I am. Now, his hair needs to be smaller. I'm running into some problems here. I don't want any kind of tangent here. That's better. And Carolyn Ramirez says, I hope you can do my Witch Hazel request next. I like Witch Hazel. I've done Witch Hazel before. It's actually a drawing I quite liked. I even have a speed draw of that one. All right, Dr. Livesey lives. You know, it is funny to see which requests resonate with people. Like, when I got the request for Dr. Livesey, I didn't really know anything about him. And I saw the design, I'm like, blah! Oh my! Are you sure? You sure you want this one? But everyone loves him. I guess I've got to see that Treasure Island. Russian Treasure Island. Okay, so there's Dr. Livesey. Looking like a SpongeBob character. And we've got... I got Jeanette. Got Dr. Livesey, Marvin the Martian, Milo and Nikki. Oh, Milo looks like that... I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's this design that's like really 90s. It was on a ton of t-shirts. Okay, I gotta step it up. and pep it up if I'm going to make it through even just the tipped request today. So Milo probably played, I'm just taking a wild guess here, probably played a lot of hacky sack in the show. Is hacky sack still a thing? Did anybody actually play hacky sack or just have the hacky sacks? Were they like the 90s version of a fidget? Ugh, I can't get these bubble clothes. There we go. Doesn't need to bubble all the way. Uh-oh. I already tipped once. This is simply a motivational dollar. You can do it. You're cool.
You can do it.
Oh, well,
You are cool.
maybe I should get some I should call them motivational dollars. Give me some motivational dollars, because I'm just slipping into the despair of I'm not going to finish this. So this is my attempt at on-modelness.
Everyone's ready? We're going to start queuing. All right, ready? 3, 2,
Is she an elf? She has elvish ears.
what? Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Razzle Dazzle says, Rocky and Bullwinkle will always be one of my favorite comfort shows. Oh, yeah. And Barry says, last I heard of a hacky sack's relevance was in the 2000s.
Go get into it.
Let's see. I guess I'm not the only one who encounters some problems when typing very fast. Another Pepper Ann request, that's the 4th one I've seen on this channel.
Yeah.
One of which was from me.
Recommend,
Yeah.
stop, upgrade,
And Danny says, have I seen Muppet Treasure Island? I have not. That's one as... Oh no, this thing. Why does this one keep coming up? Nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Oh, okay, sorry.
that can go anywhere from
Livesey does have that SpongeBob-like vibe.
ship requisition
Yeah.
per ship that you have unlocked. If you have all of them unlocked, even the ones you're not playing are just building ship.
And Matthew says, one bad thing about living in Canada was not having access to the MGM shorts at all. They never played on television here. We had the 1975 show of Tom and Jerry Kids instead. Oh, man, I'm trying to think. What was the... So I remember Looney Tunes were on Nickelodeon for a while, and that was how I saw... Like, how did I see Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
There was Looney Tunes, you'll find them all on Nick. Lots of stars, enough to make you sick. And there was also something on TNT.
Yeah.
I like shy characters.
Yeah, so
Oh, she needs a nose.
and on that main list is all the crew that you need.
Loaded question, but do you find it ironic cartoonists tend to work till 3 a.m. even though one of the most popular cartoonists made creations is a cat who sleeps 24/7? No.
Yeah.
I know. How is that a loaded question? Am I missing something?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you only have to buy the minutes for tickets. So, getting yeah, it is very very toxic because there's nothing to teach about this. It kind of sucks.
You know, I think Garfield was the first time I heard the term cartoonist.
There's no build.
Or anytime John referred to himself, like he's trying to chat up a lady, and she's like, "So what do you do for a living?" And he goes, I'm a cartoonist." Like, it's the most shameful thing in the world. I just always found that funny.
Actually, I saw this one guy who, this guy was amazing. He actually just did stock channels.
Okay, let's get these pleats
Massive,
installed.
but it was just kind of sheer skill.
This character reminds me of
Actually,
one of my friends from high school.
from stock all the way to master. And then you
We always pretended she was my daughter. She was a little bit younger than me. She played my daughter in a play, so we just kept that going for a while. I ask because Twitter's been loaded with a tag talking about the pains of working on non-indie cartoons. Non-indie cartoons, and a lot of them stem from work, and never sleep. Well, that's sort of the nature of any business that has hard deadlines. Like, you have to learn to pace yourself and learn to, learn to manage expectations. And, yeah, and if you have a client that treats you bad like that, just look for another one. But I have a freelancer mentality. I know that a lot of studios work people to desperation, and I have no desire to live that way. I'm done with my all-nighters. Done! Well, work all-nighters. At a certain point, you gotta sleep. That's one thing that would have been useful in school, is to teach like what to expect in a work schedule, what to expect as a starting salary, and how quickly you can expect to get pay rises. I mean, that would have been very helpful and useful had they done that, but they didn't. Or how to create a rate for yourself, how to base it, how to do taxes, the fact that you need to file estimated taxes if you're a freelancer. Okay, so I think these guys are good. Okay. I think these guys are good, and we've got Fatso. Let me fix.
Skyfall. This is the complaint by the cartel boys. No, it's I think it's 14. I've never seen anything sick.
I'm getting distracted. I feel like we've listened to this one before. Or is this song just making me feel paranoid? Okay. Alright, let's do some Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. No, maybe I should keep a cache of theme songs. I can play theme songs without getting a copyright strike, right? I don't know what YouTube is up to these days. What a cool hat D-Dubs has. Ugh. Oh, my girl. The monitor is, well, I guess I can hear, at least. Can I do Ventress from the Clone War? Well, I have a sign-up requests are full right now. I'm very sorry. The terror that flaps in the night. You know, I have a feeling, though I hate to disappoint. I really do. I think I should prepare that a lot of people are going to be disappointed. Well, somebody's probably already done Darkwing Duck doing the Batman cape thing. Even though he's more about the shadow than Batman. I'm just coming up with all sorts of good ideas that people have already had 15 years ago. And somebody on Instagram says, "What's this?" It's the terror that flaps in the night. So, I guess, oh, I didn't label this before I put it up. It's total requests live, but my requests are ever so full. But it is still live. I am still alive. I'm still a living person drawing for your entertainment and amusement and hilarity. You know, how can I make this so that he's not obscuring his whole self? Aw, thank you. The terror that flaps in the night is actually quite good. Outstanding. Well done. Hope you see this. I see this. And the fact that you reply is great. Thanks. Do people not reply normally? Am I supposed to not be replying? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this stuff. You guys gotta tell me. Bacon and lasers. Jason, I'm waving at you. How are you, Jason?
Whoa, Pickle Rick.
Jason is a good buddy from way back and an incredible artist. If you are on Instagram right now and you like artsiness, actually, Jason, where do you keep your art stuffs? Jason, wave back. Oh, I'm waving like this. Can I, well, I guess unless you call in, I won't be able to see you waving. So just, this, I'm like really waving. Internet 2.0. Okay. There. But, yeah, Jason's an incredible artist. So,
Okay,
I don't know if your Instagram is a personal account or a art account. I can't remember. Some on Instagram.
Nothing might be money and motivation. Also, any thoughts on the DT 2017 version of Darkwing and Company?
The DuckTales.
Karen.
I didn't watch the DuckTales reboot long enough to get to Darkwing Duck. I mean, at some point I'll get there. But I liked it well enough. But there's something like the art style. I miss sort of the roundness of everything. Just the beaks looked so sharp. And I know that's like a really petty quibble. It is. I know it. But okay, and I don't know what capes do. I don't know what capes look like. This is not a cape that conforms to physics. Okay, so if I had a sheet that I was wearing the cape, you know what? He's not going to be doing this anymore. I've decided. I'm changing this entirely. I'm turning this into a different pose. That's how I deal with my ignorance of capes.
Pickle, Rick, Goop, go. Okay, they want me really bad.
Oh, he's looking kind of evil instead of heroic.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So I think I'm going to change this pose again. He's gonna have his arms up and ready for actione. As long as I can avoid some weird tangents. Oh, this hat. Maybe I should move this hat up. Does that look dumb? Darkwing dumb. You better watch out for those tangents. Okay, and he's got his three-piece suit cape thing going on. And a turtleneck. What a cool design. I just gotta point out, Darkwing Duck is a really fun design. Like very, very unique. Like who wears a turtleneck with that suit top? And just nobody does. Nobody does. Certainly not superheroes.
Well, they tried really hard for me.
And then the cape buttons under it somehow.
You got somebody here? Okay, yeah. Looks like you got somebody.
Fashion physics.
I'm gonna go see.
Oh no, cape. More cape physics. Okay. Okay, I think there's a good drawing somewhere in there. I just need to find it. Oh, and Instagram, you've not been being able to see what I've been doing. I'm so sorry. I keep having to readjust for Instagram, but the way the camera is set up, that it's just super awkward to draw it. Sometimes I forget, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
Don't
that.
want to see. Oh, go to A.
Maybe I should do hands like this, more turned out, instead of face. For it sort of makes him look like a gorilla.
Good man. Oh, dude. Are you holding me?
Okay.
Are you holding
And
me?
Jason have to run. Bye, Jason. I'm waving for real. I'm glad I caught you for a sec. Catch up soon, okay? Unless you're already gone.
No. It looks like A. Looks like they're doing A.
Ketchup and mustard soon. Okay. Oh, well, I am going to... Also, more circus music. Oh, no! And, oh, from Facebook, Nina Reeves has joined us. Welcome. And your anonymous audience appreciates acknowledgement. Oh, Lee, you and the alliteration. Goodness. Drager says the DuckTales reboot art style has sharp or angular edges. Seen similar thing to the rise of TMNT. Well, you know, everything comes in trends, and like people like points. I wouldn't call it sharp or angular. I call it pointy, because what I notice is how like the points, like the end of their beak is just like looks like razor sharp. And Megajo says, will I do my requests next stream? I try, like, especially tipped requests, I do my absolute darndest to get them all attended to. Oh, and we have someone, Carolyn Ramiro, wants to be in the video. But I was a little unclear. We experimented with that last stream. I wasn't sure if everybody liked it. And it does make me a little bit more, what's the word? Manic? When I'm talking to a live person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to a live person. Oh my god, how are you? And I don't know if it is entertaining, and it certainly makes my drawing suffer. But, I don't know. It's just another thing to figure out. Somebody mentioned Twitter Spaces as a possible way to get voice requests in there. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do a lottery. Like, completely randomize the requests. What do you guys think? Would that make it seem more fair that... Oh, hello. Very cool. Thank you for the motivation dollars. It is wonderful. It's a wonderful idea. Motivation dollars. Okay. You know, as Disney Ducks go, Darkwing isn't giving me as much trouble as I thought. And Manny's my name also. Oh, and Carolyn Ramirez said wanted the beautified witch hazel. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Oh, I do want to do that one. I just don't know if I'll get to it. We'll see. It's already 11:30 and I haven't colored a single thing. How should the cape look? Should it be billowing or should it just be? Yeah, I kind of like that. And drawing Donald and Ludwig van Dijk gave you valuable experience. 'Tis true, 'tis true. And Danny says, big reveal, because of Jimmy 5 from the last stream. Big reveal, you're a Brazilian. There's a lot of Brazilians came out of the woodwork for Jimmy 5. Woodwork, I mean. Like, I knew Monica's gang was popular in Brazil, but, like, really popular. I wasn't sure anyone was going to recognize them, but everyone was like, oh my gosh, Jimmy 5! Why is he called Jimmy 5? What does Sebulina, what was it called? Sebholina, what does that mean? And Sefasudo said, so Joe, any dangerous smoke outside your house? Nope, I live in the south. Unless somebody's cooking up some barbecue. And Matthew says, I think it's because Darkwing was designed outside the normal Disney duck design on purpose. Yeah, he kind of looks more goosey. Okay, so we've got Darkwing. We've got a nice Darkwing there. Let's see how many more I can get to. Let's get to the summary. Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. More animes. Okay, I don't know if I have the energy to tackle anime characters with the things, all the details. All right, let's get back to questions. Could we get JFK and Ponce from Clone High? Ponce's pants. Oh. I was in a coffin with a dead guy. Oh my god. Oh, this image is so funny. You guys. This is some fashion show. They put JFK's face on it for Ponce's pants. That is funny. Oh, the internet is full of horrors, but sometimes nice things happen.
Oops. I did not mean to do
So what's funny, when I put Ponce's pants in a Google search, it just gives me normal pants. Okay, I think I have to do that because I really liked Clone High back in the day. And this episode was particularly hysterical. These were Ponce's pants. Alright, let's see if I'm making any progress. I might just have to do a live stream to catch up on the requests. Freaky the Clown. And I say no OCs on the form now. Okay, let's see. Okay, I might let a few squeak by. Oh, and I can't. Okay. We'll see. I'll see. We'll see how I feel. Remember the litter.
Litter in moderation.
In moderation. Wait, no, I have to be like this. In moderation. Okay, let me just go through a couple more of these. Responses. Dr. Seal, again. I'm not even going to attempt to draw the anime characters properly. They're just going to be completely mangled. And... okay, who's this character? Leilani? This looks like an OC. Guys, I know, maybe I should have a running thing on a chat timer, like no OCs. Oh my gosh, Newgrounds? Is Newgrounds still around? Oh, I might have to do it just for that. Okay, I did. I can delete this one because I did it. And go back to the questions. Sorry, just one more. Let me see, just one more. Ah, and I did Marvin. So I can go back to the questions. Number 25. Yeah, there's that Don Quixote.
Damn, Carbon Dallas, you right behind me or something?
Reverse Flash. This is one I did not see before. Reverse Flash. Redirect notice. Okay, Reverse Flash. I might do Reverse Flash. But first I've got to do Ponce. JFK and Ponce.
Might as well.
Yeah, Newgrounds is still a thing, just started posting there. Okay, I guess it could get a second life. Let's see. Oh, and Danny said goodbye. If you're still here, goodbye, good night. And... okay. And Aeon says not. And Crispy said, how about Strong Bad from Homestar Runner? Could that work? It's hard for me to hold in my head. Let me just get through what I've got already. Oh yeah, Newgrounds still exists. They're much less edgy now. Also, they're forever associated with Friday Night Funkin'. It's like a DDR game for Gen Z tweens. How do you do DDR online? Let me puzzle that. It's DDR still stands for Dance Dance Revolution, right? Or does that mean something else now? And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't. I've got requests full up here. I feel so bad. Thank you so much, Teague, for the tip, but I'm full, definitely for probably the next 1.5 streams. That or double density. And Cheesecake Warrior says Jimmy Hibbert from Danger Mouse and Count Duckula wrote a few episodes of Sally. I don't know Sally. What's that one? Oh, okay. He's been in quite a few Aussie cartoons and Suey, including Sally Bollywad. What is that? Sounds 1930s. What is that? It's more like Just Dance. Okay. So a lot of stuff coming at me that's confusing my poor brain.
Oh. It killed me after I ran through the shield and it didn't pick it up. Three kills, 6 assists, 2 deaths.
Okay, so JFK has 3s in his ears. Okay, speaking of too angular. Let's bring it down a notch, shall we, Joe? I just love the designs from Clone High. They're so simple.
You guys queued already? See how horrible this is. Sanctuary?
Oh, and it's getting on midnight. Of course, Ponce and JFK would be friends. They have such similar hair height. I just love Ponce's pants. There. I think they're looking like best friends.
I think this person is winning.
Oh, gotta have JFK's little bubble butt. Okay. Well, you know, I haven't waved to many people on Instagram today. Hello, hello. Hello, Instagram people. Hello. Hello. And let's go back to the chat and see how...
This is going to be really bad.
It's almost midnight. Yes, Lenali, you are right. Cheesecake Warrior said, hot take, Abe passing up kissing Cleo in favor of making out with Gandhi was unforgivable. But he raised awareness about ADHD. Wait, ADD. Back then it was just ADD. Uh-oh. I think I hear some... I think I hear some little person stirring in their sleep. Oh well. We miss ya, Ponce. BFFs. Best friends forevers. Okay, I might finish up that one for this. Okay, how many have I done today? We've got JFK, JFK and Ponce, and then we've got Darkwing. All of a sudden, I really hate his arms.
Okay.
Let's address this. I guess I did not look closely enough at this nonsense. They just seem too long.
This is so dumb.
I'm always so afraid of tangents. I pull things way too far.
Holy crap, fuck this.
Okay, I think I'll avoid tangents this way. Or I could... Ah! I'm gonna pull this in. I'm gonna pull this arm in. This has been the theme for the evening. My arms need to be pulled in.
What?
Hide those arms.
This is so fucking dumb.
I think that's a bit stronger. Oh, and Matthew says, had a different request planned.
I haven't even got
It was
to
a
do
box of
it.
tricks I saw recently. Was it the Guardians of the Galaxy tricks box? Because I saw that in the grocery store this very eve. And I thought,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't really
just-
like that tricks rabbit.
I just run in and there's like 8 people on me.
Okay. Alright.
No?
I'm bothered
Fair
much
enough.
less by this Darkwing Duck. And let's see, and we got Fatso the Clown, who looks off balance.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he looks really off balance.
I just don't get it. This dance. I hate PvP. I really, really fucking hate it.
Here. And the music has stopped, which is like the lights flickering
Dude,
at the end of intermission.
there's
It's
no
like,
way
you better
where the hell
get a
is
move
this
on.
my team?
Okay, I'm liking this a bit better.
They're not. No,
Okay, so
no one's even playing anymore.
you can draw that
All they're doing is just getting kills.
if you want, I guess. Well, I mean, it's the rules for these streams are, I mean, it's hard to convey the rules. I mean, I'll say it at the beginning of the stream, but people, you know, pop in and they don't know, and then they'll tip, and I keep saying no promises, but I really don't like it when, like, if somebody's putting money behind their request, it means something to them, and I don't want to just say, well, sorry, not taking OCs. So I don't know. I'll probably do one makeup stream next week. Uh-oh, Dai's awake. Oh, kitten. And Nate, are you in the middle of something?
What?
Are you in the middle of something?
What do you need?
Well, Diana's stirring a bit. Just, can you keep an ear out? In case she starts screaming.
Hold on a minute. I'll be up there in a second. What?
Okay, we've got a Marvin, a Dr. Livesey, and a Jeanette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if I can squeeze one more in. Yeah, I think that I'll finish this one out. Matthew says, meant the tricks box. A little bit confused. The theme of the awareness fair was awareness. I love, that's such a great episode. Drago says, that guy is Ponce? Yeah, you can tell because of the pants. And Drago says, I know who to color now. Oh, well, who do you think I should bestow that honor upon? Well, let's do a reverse flash. I think I can do a reverse flash. Reverse flash. It's just a silly name. I wonder if his lightning bolts go in
Okay.
the opposite direction.
How the hell is that even possible? How does that make any sense? No, like, I force push someone and they don't move. Someone force pushes me, literally knocks me in the air 40 feet up, over the ledge, and down to the bottom.
Okay. Let's see, I'm not sure what I'm going for here. Just... He looks really super flat. Not in the way that I was intending. Nope, nope, nope. No, no, no.
No, I mean, like, it was, like, boss
Okay,
level
let's get a little bit of music
throw.
a little back. Did it make it all the way to the bottom again? Wow.
Oh, too many people. Yeah, like, I go in there and I just get completely melted.
So I know Reverse Flash is like a major Flash villain, but I just could never take him seriously. His name is Reverse Flash. They're just names that are so silly, it kind of takes you out of it. Well, she's stopped fussing now. I just meant to keep an ear out in case she starts screaming.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up.
Okay. Okay. Reverse Flash has committed some of the most heinous crimes, and yet they pale in comparison to what Miller did? You gotta literally spell it out for me. Okay, and how many superheroes have a lightning bolt as their emblem? Villains and heroes. So he's like, howdy, I'm your friendly neighborhood Flash villain. I like how he doesn't have glowy eyes, he has dark eyes. On the villain side, there's Black Adam, there's also Shazam, aka Captain Marvel. I don't know how they got away with just changing his name to Shazam. I mean, I totally understand why they did it, but it's just... I feel like it should have been addressed. Okay, I really don't like this Reverse Flash. I don't want to spend any more time on him. Ah, that's a little better. It's got a Bruce Campbell chin. Maybe too much. Maybe a chin that would make Bruce Campbell cringe. Okay, let's go back to the... They did a spoof of this character in Darkwing Duck called Negaduck, basically more violent and with a wicked chainsaw. Negaduck had a chainsaw? I don't remember that. It's been a while. And Drago says, I know who you're gonna color now. Who do you think I'm gonna color? Is it gonna be Darkwing? Ugh! Again with the arms. Every time I look at this, I want to change the arms. Maybe it's because he's got... They're too skinny. Maybe that's... Maybe they're too skinny. That seems to help a bit. Is he also got a Bruce Campbell chin thing going on here? Or is it supposed to be? Or should I just stop futzing with it and move on? Okay. Alright, Darkwing, I'm keeping my eye on you so I don't get no more I want to change this stuff ideas. Okay, let's go back, see what other tips I have not done. Okay, and there's this little guy called Freaky the Clown that's an OC. Looks like he is... You know, so we've got 2 clown OCs here. So it seems like they should be friends. Kind of seems like a cartoon Willy Wonka with demonic powers. I like his little hat. I do like these little hats. Was she okay? Oh, thank you. It's perfect. Ugh. Okay. And he's got a bit of a bow tie. And some little booty feet. Little paw hands. I got the hair wrong. The hair seems a bit distinct. I need to make sure I get that big first loop. Okay, so who had Freaky the Clown? Animio. Are you still here, Animio? Bruce Campbell-esque chin. Oh, only you, oh Jazzy Joe. Bruce Campbell will always be relevant. Don't tell me my references are dated. I know I'm old at heart. I mean, they just did an Evil Dead remake, reboot, re everything. I think he was in it, wasn't he? Not in the same role, but just lending support, a supporting role. Okay. There we go. I think they look kind of cute together. I don't see any color, though, for... Let me see if I can go here and maybe see a bit more. Oh, what happened? But where did this take me? Okay. Okay, here we go. He is all red. That is useful. Okay. Let's get the back into the chat, huh? And Mike Chicago said, sad, no more OCs. Well, not forever, but this was... Maybe I'll do some sort of system where... Maybe I'll do set rates or randomized lottery. I don't know, what do you guys think? What would be more fun for you? Just a random lottery where I say I'm doing 5 requests and I'm going to randomize. I'm gonna put these requests in a randomizer, and then they're the ones I'm gonna do. And if you tip, then I put it in twice to load it in your favor. Again, we're getting too many rules. Again, I'm open to suggestions for ways to make this more fair and more exciting and engaging for everybody. So, let me know what your thoughts on that are. Okay, so it looks like I've got 4 tipped requests that I still need to get to. But I might make it... Oh, was this one put in twice? Oh, okay, that one's in. Looks like I've just got 3 left, which seems more manageable. Question left blank. one more moment, please, everyone, while I make sure that I have attended to all... Wait, no. So why are there... Arnold the... Oh, I was doing question left blank. Okay, tipped requests. Okay, so I've got 2 animes and 1 OC. I think I'll be able to handle that for a future stream. Master Drew said, how about Wario or Waluigi? I was curious if you got my last comment. Is sorry. Yeah, those are all good requests, but the way I do these streams is I have to go through a form just to keep everything organized. Fatso the Clown, Fatso, and Freaky the Clown. Oh, how strange. Oh, I got a cheer. Woohoo! Thank you, Snubmoth. Wah! Wah? Okay, Milo and Nikki. Yeah, so if you want to do requests on Instagram, maybe hop on over to YouTube. He turned out okay. Dr. Livesey. Okay, you guys, Dr. Livesey or... You know, these will be easy to do. I'm going to do Dr. Livesey, bring him to color. Sorry, got distracted again. Randomizer would be fine. Don't test your luck, maybe a poll. I used to do polls. Maybe I should bring the poll back. You know what? I think I can... Let's get a nicer line here. I like a real bumpy inker. Broken Bumpy? Let's see. Let's see how Broken Bumpy does. That seems appropriate. Since I'm going over this anyway, might as well make it easier to color. I got another cheer! Thank you. If we went to polls, I'd worry you'd end up with a whole book of Pepper Ann. Well, look, if Pepper Ann is that popular, maybe I should do a Pepper Ann book. Maybe they should do a Pepper Ann reboot. Eh? Look at me suggesting a reboot. Okay, well, I've got a lot of people joining. Hello, 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 hello. I just waved at all of y'all. So everyone who, on Instagram, who requested to join the video stream, was there a particular thing you wanted to ask or talk about? So maybe I should do something on Instagram, like, shoot me a question that explains like why you'd want to, like, what you'd want to talk about on the stream, or if I'm doing your request and you want to tell me how wrong I'm getting it. Matthew says, Pepper Ann's got its fans, but they're not as plentiful as 90s Nicktoons. Have I ever gotten a Nicktoon request? I think Doug is the only one. I'm trying to think if I even got some Hey Arnold. I'd love to draw some Hey Arnold. I met a guy randomly in a department store. He had this really cool Hey Arnold sweatshirt. And I was like, hey dude, that's a really cool sweatshirt. I love Hey Arnold. He's like, oh, because I just really like the image. I've never seen the show. And I'm like, and he had his son with him. I'm like, he's the perfect age for Hey Arnold. It's a great show. You should watch it. And then it had the other characters on it, so I'm like explaining all the characters. Like, this is Arnold, and this is his best friend Gerald, and he's really mature for his age and very wise, and everyone asks him for advice. And that's Helga Pataki, and she's incredibly funny and mean because she's secretly in love with Arnold and would rather die than have people know it. And I don't know if I convinced him to watch the show, but I get kind of kooky when I talk about cartoons with normie people. I have to apologize a lot. Like, look, I know you want to go home and have dinner, but I've just got to explain to you why Looney Tunes show is the only acceptable version of modern Looney Tunes. I have to make you understand that Space Jam is a terrible movie. Oh, yes. To each his own. Everyone can have their own opinion. Of course, you can like it if you love it, but it is objectively terrible. It is just terrible. I need you to say this before I let you leave the department store. I don't like his hat. I don't. I'm gonna fix it now. Oh my gosh, I just got really hungry. Like, I feel like my stomach is growling so loud, I feel like you guys can hear it. Can you hear my stomach? Oh, and I'm trying not to eat at night, so this is very, very upsetting to me. You know what? Maybe I'm going to... Oh, somebody made a comment. It says, I'd love to talk about drawings and also show what I've drawn. Oh, okay. Like a little showcase. Oh, is anybody drawing along today? I know the last stream I had quite, like 2 or 3 draw-alongs. It's always fun to see. Who's drawing along today? Lee says, Jazzy Joe may not always be right, but she's never wrong. Got it. Trying to puzzle out if I like that or not. Oh hey! Got another cheer! Eating lunch, but if I'm hungry at the hour you're up, I have milk or a banana, and then it faded away. No, I want no digestion. Using the night as a fasting period. And then, in the morning, I break fast. Hey, Manny's drawing along. Cool. So maybe I'll try a bunch of different ideas. Maybe next time I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll set up a form. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do next time. Instead of getting requests, I'll set up a poll for all of my outstanding requests, and set up a poll for the people to vote for the top 3 that they'd like to see done. I think I'll do that. I think I'll feel good about that. Would everybody feel good about that? And I'll use the requests that I didn't even get to non-tip requests tonight. So I'll use the non-tip requests from tonight as the suggestions in the poll. Okay. Well, I think I've got Dr. Livesey squared away. Oh, it's always exciting when I can whistle. It comes and it goes like the tide. And it's gone. And Liston says, I never heard you read the description boxes, so it's very important. If I'm not familiar with the character, that's what the description box is for. If I'm not familiar with the character, I'll take a gander at that. But I mean, like I know who Marvin the Martian is. Another cheer? Snubmoth. Alright, chats, if we play our cards right, we can fill a whole fan art book with JFK requests. So I'll have a JFK book, and a Pepper Ann book, and a Pepper Ann in the style of Clone High book, and a Clone High book in the style of Pepper Ann book. I need to get his hands better. I'm just really focused on my crappy hands lately. Maybe I will twist this. Matthew says, come again? Oh, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say that bears repeating? I only say that because it never says like you do, even with the characters you know, you don't know, like, because it never says like you do, even with the characters. Well, what have I missed? So, tell me how I have left wanting. Oh, this hand. So close. It sounds like I do. Well, can you just be more direct with your complaint? Because I'm having trouble understanding what I've done wrong. Just what is it that I should have done that I didn't do? Okay. There we go. Maybe this will make it feel better. No, I think I just need a straight here. Okay, what does holding a sword look like? I don't know capes and I don't know swords. I need some help. Lee said, "Sorry, Joe, your comments about Space Jam were spot on. If people have a right to be wrong, you were right, okay?" Okay. Well, I'll just say, when I went to see Space Jam in the theaters, it made me cry. Like, it literally hurt me so much that I cried. I'm not saying that my tears were justified, but when you've bonded with these characters, for better or for worse, and then you see them do just that, it hurts so much, and then you realize I should make friends with real people. And it just seemed like everyone around me who liked the Space Jam movie at the time, they didn't really care about Looney Tunes. So when I started complaining about everything being out of character and not funny, they're like, we don't care. So it served to further alienate me from my peer group. Alright, let's get Dr. Livesey colored. Let's do this cheat. Oopsie. Oh, sorry, Instagram. I'm not taking more requests tonight, and I only take them through the form. Because otherwise it gets too cuckoo. Too cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Liston says, I would just like you to hear to read out loud the description of the character next scream, or at least the ones you are not familiar with. Why? And how are you doing that? I need to remember it for when I draw in Photoshop because it always turns out wrong. Oh, you mean dropping color? I just need to have a closed off line. I don't know exactly what you mean by that when you said how am I doing that, so I don't look at the chat probably in time, at the proper time, to know what you're referring to. Oh, the dropping in the color? I just got the magic wand here. I'm going on the line layer. And see, I've got some lines that aren't closed off properly, but whatever little bit that I can do helps. And then I expand the fill a little bit. I modify and expand the fill area. I'm working pretty large, so I'm doing it by 5 points. Ah! No! Heavens to Betsy. So that it goes beyond the fill area a little bit, to be sure that it fills out nicely. And then I just, you know, do some more filling in. And then I will inevitably start to paint on the line layer and just mess everything up. And sometimes I just do it by hand. Like if it's such a fiddly little area like this, I'm just like, it'll have some personality. But like here with Ponce's pants, he's wearing some of Ponce's pants over here. Ponce has lots of pants. He loans them out. I'm gonna use a dark gray so the line work will still show through a bit. And I'm just gonna use this same brown for the shoes and the belt because I'm in a hurry and I want to go to bed. And expand. I should create a hotkey for that, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to learn how. And Liston says, because I never hear you read the descriptions, I just assume you never read any of them, but I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Well, the descriptions are there for my benefit if I need to figure out what direction to take a character. I mean, I don't know if that adds anything to the stream if I read them out loud. Okay, this freaky guy. I'm almost done with him. You know what, I'm just gonna make this part black. It's getting on 1 a.m.s. And I like to nag people about, oh man, I did this sword wrong. I told you, I don't know anything about swords. Now I'm just realizing I got the sword completely backwards. I will not let this stand! Okay, so... So the hilt goes downishly. And Manny says, when I drop color, it always looks like a bunch of pixels. Well, what resolution are you working at? Oh, we've got another cheer. Thank you, Snubmoth. Silly sword fits his character well enough, I reckon. Well, I just have a pattern of drawing sword hilts backwards. And I'm annoyed with myself every time I do it, because I guess I just second guess myself all the time. Well, that doesn't look like that doesn't look any kind of right. Okay, so I guess it starts here. And maybe it's because it goes down, like, what, a handle? I don't know. What is this sword? Oh boy. It's the portion of our show where Joe has a nervous breakdown. If you have joined, you are just in time. Oh, I just realized that Cutie Pie Marcia vid you did was tied to PewDiePie. I think Cutie Pie Marcia dated him, or... I don't know. I just did what I was told. They gave me a little bit of money. And they let me do my own thing, which I appreciated. And I kind of like how some of them worked. It was basically I had a week to do it. And I had never heard of Cutie Pie Marcia before. And I was vaguely aware of who PewDiePie was. Okay, you know, I'm gonna add more fiddly lace here. I think that'll make things better. And yeah, okay. There, it's done. Dr. Livesey is complete. And Listed said, at least I would know that you did read them and I wouldn't need to describe them in the comments both on YouTube and Instagram. Well, you don't need to do that anyway. It's the best Livesey drawing you've ever seen? Missed the top bit of hat. Did I? Dr. Livesey, Soviet. Well, yeah, I guess that's a lighter shade of green. There, is that better? I like this. I'm doing more of this. Okay, so Dr. Livesey, c'est fini. And I have 12 minutes. Let's see if I can do a decent Ponce in JFK in 12 minutes. Let's not do broken, bumpy. Let's do clean as a whistle. Let's try. How about in a color that we can all see? Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, the circus music is back. Oh, what's Oh, Snipmoth says, I admire people who can use Photoshop. My brain's accustomed to Procreate, so when I've tried Photoshop, I just panic like, it's too many options, ah! And we've got, oh, some people joined. Curtis McMillan, welcome. I didn't welcome anybody today. I was so frazzled by the technical difficulties. I did not welcome everybody. I hope everybody feels welcome. Oh, you know what? This is a colored line. Let's do behind. I should save. Yes, let's all save together. Save. This pen's pretty cool. And it's Livesey, but in Unicorn Eternal Warrior style. Well, I don't know, every time I watch Unicorn, I feel like I'm watching this weird combination of Spumco and Asterix. So yeah, why not throw Soviet animation in there? Draw through. Draw through with me, everybody. Draw through. There we go. Yeah, I don't think Ponce's hand needs to come out the other side. Oop, no, I liked that one. Come back, line, come back. There we go. I got another cheer. Thank you. I bet it's Snub. Yep, it's Snub Moth. I remember all the good times we had with the late. You know, I've got to make this box bigger so that I can actually see what the cheer says. All right, give me one more Snub Moth. Just one more, and I'll be able to read the whole thing this time. Liston says, hey, do you have to pay Photoshop every month just to use it? Adobe products are on a subscription plan, yeah. So, I don't pay every month, I pay once annually to use the entire Adobe suite. But I have to have Photoshop because it's an industry standard. And Illustrator, and now I use their, oh, what do they call their website thing now? I use their Adobe website thing because I got tired of learning all the new code. My original website I designed myself and learned like a lot of dumb code. And then at a certain point everything got too complex and I just couldn't keep up because it is not my job. I am not a coder. I am not from a Dakota. Manny says, Adobe is so scummy. Tell me about it. Aw, kitten. Just a few more minutes. Yeah, my little one wakes up a couple times a night still. So we're working on sleep. Oh, there we go. Heh, you missed it again. Also, Adobe is lame. Haha. I read the whole thing. Thank you for the cheer. Yeah, Adobe doesn't understand. Like, they have some great products that they don't understand. They've never understood Flash. Like, it wasn't, like, people had been using it as an animation program for like a decade before Adobe admitted that it was an animation program. Like, they were still programming it like it was a website builder. There's like, nobody cares about these features, we want better animation tools. They're like, nobody uses it for animation. Like, there are shows in production that use it for animation. Oh my god, please, you people. You're killing us. And then their next innovation was like, oh, we want to do, make mocap more easy so that dialogue can be automated. I'm like, we use it for animation. Just give us animation tools. And I'll always call it Flash. Adobe Animate is a dumb name. How about you guys? What do you think? Am I right? Or am I right just in my brain? Isn't Dreamweaver the website builder? Oh, Dreamweaver that is long gone. I don't know if that still exists. And I don't know if that was ever Adobe. Did Adobe buy Dreamweaver? Price gouging, and they're pushing crypto and AI. AI is inevitable. But they shouldn't be putting all of their ducks in ducks in one basket. I'll go with it. You shouldn't put all your ducks in one basket, you guys. But I have hopes for more open source programs. Like once I have some time to breathe, I will look at Blender and glory in its majesty, because that seems like a super cool program that is kicking Adobe's bahootney. Okay. So I'm sorry, Carolyn, Kaorlin, I apologize for butchering your name. But I love your request. I love that Witch Hazel request idea. But I'm just not going to get to it this time. Dreamweaver was first made by Macromedia, which Adobe later bought. Well, I guess I just used it when it was Macromedia. So Macromedia, you own Dreamweaver and Flash? Boy, I tell you, it's hard to look at two different chats. I wish Restream would integrate Instagram. That would make things so much easier. Ah, bleh, what was that? I am losing the ability to draw a straight line. I would fail a roadside test right now because the police officer would say, "Would you pull over, ma'am? You step out of the car and draw a straight line." I'm like, I can't. I can't draw a straight line. This doesn't seem fair somehow. I swear I haven't been drinking. Drinking would probably help me draw better. Oh, I got another cheer. We believe in you. Thank you for all the cheers, Snubmoth. I feel motivated. Oh, the whistle's not coming back. Nope. Let's see what this looks like without the sketch behind it. It kind of looks like them. Let me get a real nice splotchy brush. The everything brush. Let's see what that's all about. BF. BFFs forever! Even though that's redundant. Oh, BFFs forever! And then Mr. Butler-Tron says, even though that's redundant. Wesley. We are best friends forever, forever! Of course. Yeah. I don't know if this is necessary. Okay, what do you guys think? Keep the BFFs or just let it slide? Oh, this stream is dedicated in loving memory to the beloved Ponce de Leon. Rest in peace. Almost got it. Okay, so Ponce's hair is also a self-colored line. Which... Sky? What the heck is that? Oh, the mysteries of Photoshop. Let's get this line self-colored. Luckily, there's not too much of that. Oh, he's got a white shirt. Almost forgot that. That's what happens when you clean up. Oh, and his jacket is blue. Oh, I'm so weary all of a sudden. Just so weary. Overshot. Maybe I should just knock it back down to 3. Okay. And Becca30 says, what do you think of the Clone High reboot? Well, it exists. I was really enthusiastic about it at first, but then I don't want to watch it anymore. I am weary. My soul is weary. eyes grow weary. The thrill is gone. Okay, I gotta get his shirt back in here. Oops. Well, you know. Yep. Got to make sure that I keep my lines on the line layer. Oh no. Another cheer. The reboot's a mixed bag. Topher's a good addition at least. They never use him. He has like 2 lines in every episode. It just feels really, I don't know, feels, I think I heard somebody somewhere say that it felt like a parody of the original Clone High. But there's not much about it that works for me. There was one sequence, there was a couple sequences in the first episode or two that I really liked, like felt like original Clone High timing and humor and everything. It's the scene where Joan is hiding in a trash can and Abe comes by and says, "Hey Joan, do you want to see my impression of a lighthouse?" And then she runs away in the trash can and he like walks away with light streaming out of his face and his head rotating. Like that got a big chuckle out of me. But like for the most part, I just don't think the jokes land. And there's just not enough of them. There's not much visual humor. There's not much cutaway humor. There's not like that level of surrealism. Like everything is like the Twister musical episode. All I could think of was the original run musical episode, Raising the Stakes, that was just so good. Like it had like a good story and every character had their moment and the music was great and I had no idea what was going on in the reboot musical episode. Of course, is it supposed to be? And they said it's supposed to be bad because it's fun and just. Is this a comment on the reboot in general? I don't understand. Like the premise that they want to be on this show, so they have to put on a play. I was like, I don't. This is like too much. This is too much. That I don't understand. You're spending so much time explaining stuff and not enough time actually being funny. And a lot of character inconsistency, and I don't like how all the main characters feel like secondary characters, except there's just way too much Joan. And she's not Joan anymore because she's so popular and accepted, and that's not her character. She's supposed to be a weirdo outsider who's constantly thwarted. It's like we're supposed to root for... I didn't mean to talk about it. I mean, I love Joan in the original run. But it's hard to identify with her when she just has no problems anymore. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk about it. It's just, I had a lot of hopes that this reboot would be the exception to the rule. But I don't know, it just seems more like it's just the rule that proves the rule. That's what 20 years does to a show. I think that was the point, you know, culture shift at all. So is the point of the show is that the culture has shifted to the point where nothing is funny? Is that the whole point of the show? No, I also think the writing is really, really bad. It's like to the point where I hear a delivery of a punchline, and I'm like, that's not landing. They should have said this. Like, it's too awkward. Too, I don't know. The original show had such wonderful playfulness with language, and it's just everything is just too wordy now, and it just takes the momentum out of whatever gag you're trying to get across. I mean, there's still a few good jokes. I'm not saying they're all bad. It feels laborious. It feels like work to get through an episode now. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep JFK without socks or pants and just wearing Ponce's pants. I think that's what's happening here. Oh, I have not. That's what. I haven't scrolled down to the bottom of the chat. That's why I feel like, gosh, I'm just. Is Ponce supposed to be Fonzie? There's a little bit of an element of the Fonz to Ponce, but he's just supposed to be Luke. Oh my gosh. Luke Perry. And I never watched 90210, but I'm assuming that Luke Perry had sort of a greaser thing going on. Or, I don't know, maybe I have it all wrong. I hated teen dramas back when they were a thing. I just couldn't stand them. Oh, it was Luke Perry. Okay. Oh, what happened? Well, gotta follow. Thank you, Luca Bruniera. Tell me how I did with that pronunciation. It's probably not happening again. Oh, I'm almost done with Ponce's Pants. Luke Perry played Archie's dad in Riverdale? Oh. Was he the one who... he quit acting for a while to become a firefighter? Who am I thinking of? Let us slide. Luke's call Lucas, I guess. Oh, Luca Bruniera. Okay. I will try to remember that you wish to be referred to as Lucas. Well, we are nearing the end of our... Oh my gosh, it's almost 1:30. Yikes and a half. One day, I will get help to make this happen at a reasonable hour. And I'm almost done with Ponce's Pants. And I think that this is going to be our thumbnail for the evening. Oh, these only for you, Ponce, would I do all these self-color lines. Only for you. In loving memory, Ponce. Okay. Did we get any consensus? Should I keep the BFFs? Ugh, don't do that. I think I'm just going to get rid of the BFFs. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so we have, just to review, as Susanna says, what's up with the pants? Are they really old football uniforms? No, they're Ponce's pants. Ponce's pants. Although JFK's seem to be a mite larger. And keeps them. Looks rad. Thank you. Let us review, shall we? So we have a Jeanette from Papa Jetsy. I will finish that quickly as I can. We have Marvin the Martian. We have Milo and Nikki from the Pepperan page. We have 2 clown OCs. Funny how that works. Fatso and Freaky. They even sound good together. We have a Darkwing Duck. Oh, I don't like that arm. I really don't. Okay, one last fiddle. One last fiddle. I think this will be the last fiddle. If you are just joining us, I have been fiddling with this arm all night because I hates it. We hates it. Well, once I finish this Darkwing Duck sketch, once I finish it out, it'll be... Maybe it's just this shoulder's too high. Maybe I just am reacting to... Subnoth is gonna walk dog. This has been a great stream. Good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe I'm just feeling tired because this is really... The music is just making me sad and tired and feel like I've got a mystery to solve. Okay. Well, now it doesn't feel dynamic anymore. Oh my gosh. Can one be addicted to constantly repositioning arms? Do I gotta join a group? Okay. But now this hand don't make no sense no mo. Oh, terrible. Wretched. Horrifying. Repulsive. Aha! Okay, for as horrible as this hand has been, when I get it right, it feels pretty good. Okay, well, I'm not finishing out Darkwing tonight. Oh, actually, is that right? You know, it's like his arm is too long. That's what I'm not getting here. His arm is too long. I keep drawing super long arms to try and avoid tangents. But I think that it's coming at quite a cost. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Maybe when I finish out Darkwing, I'll decide. Is this gonna be a trend, you suddenly obsessing over a particular drawing? Pretty sure I do that a lot. And Reverse Flash, which I unfortunately don't feel very strongly about one way or the other. There. And JFK and Ponce, and Dr. Livesey. Okay. What do you think, guys? Who will make a better thumbnail? Dr. Livesey or... You know, it's gonna be JFK and Ponce. I'm just calling it. Except JFK has a little bit of an overlap. Right there. Okay, let's see. Is that... I can just calm this down a little bit. Alright, I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be it. So, again, thank you guys for joining. If you want to support Susanna says, I like the Doctor. Well, you know what? JFK and Pods, they fill up the screen better, so they're gonna be the thumbnail. And do you do commissions on your webpage? If you're no longer doing requests, then that's a thought. I don't know. I don't know. If you would like to throw me some support, you can go to my merch shop at TeePublic, which has a lot of interesting things on there. Also, follow Dave Alvarez. He's got signups for his class in July, which I will highly recommend, and I'm going to share his post on Facebook. I don't know if he's posted it anywhere else, but I'll have to check up on that. But good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, Instagram. And I'm going to put the end card up right now. And hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I'm going to do a catch-up stream sometime next week. Okie doke. Take care. Bye!